Alright there guys, welcome back to another video. It's George here. Today I got a very special guest. We got Luca in the building. Luca, say hi.
What's up? What's up?
Also, we got Luca. I'm a big Napoli fan. Argentinian, Italian. We got the mix, just following in his footsteps of his great granddad Diego Maradona. Wait, is your granddad Diego Maradona?
Yeah, he is on my mom's side.
He's on his mom's side. Diego Maradona is his granddad. Or great, whatever, however old he is, we don't know. But yeah, man. Welcome to my channel, man. Thank
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me, bro. I'm excited.
It's great, man. First collab in the building we got here. Got Luca. Tell me about yourself, man. How you a Napoli fan? How did you become a Napoli fan? Why Napoli?
Yeah, so obviously, as you mentioned, I'm half Italian, half Argentinian. My mom is from Buenos Aires. My dad is from not too far from Naples. So there's already that. Growing up, I didn't really have a choice. It was all over everywhere in the house, right? Like my bedroom was painted light blue. I had posters in my room of Hamsik, of Lavezzi, Cavani, random guys on the team too. I don't know if OGs remember guys like Hugo Campagnaro,
I might be a bit too before my time. I can't lie, I might be a bit before my
Listen,
time.
I'm not that old. I'm not that old. But we had those guys, right? So growing up, all I saw was Napoli. And of course, I have the Maradona mix. My mom is Argentinian, my dad's Italian. It just the stars aligned, and I've been supporting them since a kid. I never switched up on them, and it's just been my team.
That's great. Napoli, good club.
Yeah, your favorite club, I hear.
Not Roma, but big club. But yeah, right. Let's just get straight into it, man. Let's talk about Napoli in this season.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on them? Like they currently sit third now in the season in the league?
Yeah, we're third.
Yeah, before the league, I had these boys competing for the title alongside Inter. Injuries happen, of course, but like, what's your thoughts on the season, and what were your expectations coming into it?
Yeah, I mean, of course, my expectations were much higher than how we're actually performing right now. But given circumstances, given injuries, given our mercado wasn't the greatest. Like I saw it from the beginning. People were a lot of Napoli fans were very excited about the guys we signed. I saw it straight away. Guys like Lorenzo Luca for me were not guys that were gonna have an impact. He didn't. Guys like Noah Lang, I knew he had attitude issues. A guy like that will not mesh with Conte. We all know how Conte is with those type of players. Was never gonna work. I actually doubted Hoyland, so I'm happy that he proved me wrong. I'll never lie and say I was a Hoyland supporter from the beginning. I was not a fan, but I'm happy that he proved me wrong. Um, we didn't have the best mercado, so already there, we brought in KDB. Listen, I think KDB is one of the best midfielders of all time, if not the best of our generation. But you have to say we didn't bring him in because he fit the system. We brought him in because we just had won a Scudetto. We wanted to brand out. We wanted, in a sense, like De Laurentiis is not stupid. He knows that all the eyes are on Napoli now, so he's like, how can we be more known internationally? Because let's be honest, Napoli's not an Inter, a Milan, or a Juve internationally. We're getting there. We're working our way up. But when you think of Italian clubs, if you're from Japan, if you're from Australia, if you're from Senegal, maybe not Senegal because Koulibaly, but you know what I mean. Like a random club, a random nation in the world that's not considered a top footballing nation. If you think of Italian clubs, Napoli's never one of the top three that you think of. So his goal is let's try and do that. Signing a guy like De Bruyne is the perfect thing to do for that. But you also have to realize we had Lobotka, Anguissa, McTominay, guys that fit the system. De Bruyne is an amazing player and is probably our best midfielder, but when you already have guys that fit the system, maybe you could have invested that money in another big player in a position like the wing. So that was already something that I was doubting from the beginning of the season. And then injuries hit, and we all know how that happened. Somehow our athletic staff doesn't know what they're doing because every week a new player is injured.
They
So
got
I
it
don't
now.
think we're underperforming. I just don't think. I think we got like cursed with injuries, and that is the reason why we didn't get to see the Napoli at full potential that we could have this season.
Man, that's a fair argument. The injuries that you guys got hit with probably the nastiest injury bug I've ever seen in Serie A. Like I think it was a point where you had like 15 injuries at one point.
Yeah, I
Especially
saw a
against
stat that Elif Elmas is the only player in our roster this season that has not gotten injured. Our third string keeper, Nikita Contini, got injured. It doesn't make sense. Everyone is injured. Elmas is the only player, and I think Hoyland, that have not got injured all season. Or Hoyland missed a match. Elmas is the only player that's not been injured.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I don't know what they're doing out there in Naples, man. It's just. I think the department is just Yeah, I don't know, man. I agree with you. The fact that the transfers this season weren't great.
Yeah,
People know me. I'm a big Noah Lang fan. Noah Lang is my guy. He's probably like even before last season PSV. I've been high stocks and I was really disappointed when he went to Napoli. I thought with Conte, we all know how Conte can
yeah.
improve average players, and Noah Lang isn't an average player. He's a good
He's a
footballer,
good player.
you
Yeah,
know. But again, like I said, attitude issues didn't really help him. You know,
that's why.
doesn't help
That's
anybody,
why.
especially with Conte, man. This
He's the
guy,
worst coach to be with if you have attitude issues. You know.
exactly. Like they didn't work out. But even then, like Kevin De Bruyne came in. He didn't fit. He doesn't fit the system. He doesn't fit it. He's like McTominay right now is the best player. He's the best player in
Oh yeah,
Napoli. He's
hundred
by
percent,
far.
100%. McTominay is the system. The system is for McTominay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then he pushed him out wide at one point to accommodate this guy, Kevin De Bruyne,
Yeah.
whose legs are not gone. And let's be honest here.
Oh, De Bruyne is a phenomenal footballer. Probably, if you look at Napoli's squad, you could say, like, form aside, he's the best footballer on our team by
Yeah,
far. Footballer,
yeah,
footballer. But in the
again,
system, you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Under Conte, where you have to run. You have to run a lot. Especially in
Yeah,
that
yeah,
midfield, you
yeah,
have to
yeah, for
run.
sure, for
Yeah, De
sure.
Bruyne was never gonna fit in,
That's
but
why a guy like Anguissa is so important because all he does is run. You know what I
and
mean?
but then he's like chips in with big goals. You know,
Anguissa's amazing. I love Anguissa. He's
yeah,
probably my favorite player on the team.
just came back. It just came back. Napoli just played. Who they play? Torino, 2-1.
Torino
What was
2-1,
your
yeah.
thoughts in that game?
I think. Listen, the scoreline doesn't reflect the match. I think we played much better than the 2-1 narrow scoreline. We started off the game very strong. I think Billy Gilmore is the Lobotka replacement that we've been craving for years. We're like, oh, we need a guy because Lobotka's gonna leave. Lobotka's gonna leave. I think Gilmore. If you start Gilmore today for the rest of the season, it won't look like he's out of place.
Yeah,
I think if we do get rid of Lobotka, which I love Lobotka, but now is the time to cash out because he's still like relatively in his prime. If you sell him, he's 31 or something. If you sell him now to a team like someone in the Prem or someone in Spain that's interested, you get a
yeah,
good 35, 40 mil out of him, and then you have Billy Gilmore as your starter, which I think Billy Gilmore is a very talented player, and he goes forward, which is one thing Lobotka lacks. Lobotka is a very diagonal or back going player. Gilmore goes up, and that's something that I think is refreshing from a six, like a CDM. You know what I mean?
yeah. You know, Brian Cristante is available, by the way, if you guys ever want.
Frank Cristante, bro.
Hey, I'll drive the taxi right straight to Naples if you want Brian Cristante.
You know what's
Please,
crazy about Brian Cristante is that he has Canadian citizenship and he still
you
won't
know
even
what?
start in that Canadian national team. I'll tell you that.
What it is, bro? Like, oh, I saw him. I saw him live. I saw him live against this season against Aston Villa preseason. He saw me. He saw me. I was like, "Hey, yo, Brian, I know he speaks English. I know that guy speaks perfect
He does.
English,
He
right?"
does. He does.
And I was like, "Yo, Brian, please sign this for me." Politano looked at me. Yeah, I went straight back to eating his pasta. Brian
What
Kisante,
a
me and your
what a
enemies, bro.
what a
Straight
player.
enemies.
We don't respect that.
But back to
That's
Napoli.
why that's why Ismail Kone is better than than Brian Cristante.
Hey, he's not cool. If you ever want to come to Roma, man,
What a
please.
player!
We
What a
need you.
player!
We need a baller,
What a
man.
player! I love
Roma,
Kone.
the news comes out now that Gasperini wants him. He wants him. I need to charge my thing. Hold on.
Oh, Ismail Kone next to Quadio Manu Kone.
Oh my god. Manu Kone, man, he might leave though. He might leave.
To
That's
go
the thing with
where?
him.
Who's interested?
PSG,
Ah,
Liverpool.
ah.
Like these are big clubs, man.
Yeah, yeah. You're not keeping him. You're not keeping him.
We Inter wanted him this summer, but
He's a very Inter player. I can see him there.
Inter signed him. But back to Napoli. What we're here for Napoli. What are your expectations for Napoli coming next season? In the future, do you expect Conte to stay? What are your dream signings? Who are you looking at for
Yeah.
Napoli?
Well, I think Conte is probably going to stay another season. I think I'm very surprised because he seems to really be enjoying his time in Naples, which I didn't expect that. When he joined Napoli, if I'm going to be honest with you, I think he was using. This is my thesis statement at the time, which is probably wrong. I thought he was joining Napoli as a stepping stone to go back to Juventus. He was gone for a
Yeah,
while, and he had to prove himself again back in Italian football. Do I still have it? Does Unk still have it? Unk definitely had it. He came back. He won the league with us. The problem with Conte is he can never admit when he's wrong. So he makes demands for certain players. He wanted Sam Berkema. He vouched, I need Sam Berkema. Now that Sam Berkema's on the team and he's very booty, He refuses to play him. We play with 3 left-footed center backs. Matias
Yeah.
Oliveira, which my neighbor in Uruguay, my brother, footballing might not be for you, but he still starts ahead of Sam Berkema. So and then he goes and has the audacity to say, we just don't have the players, the mercado. You wanted these guys. You wanted Noah Lang. You wanted Lorenzo Luca, might I add. You wanted Sam Berkema. You know what I mean? So you can't blame it on, oh, we had a bad mercato, when these are guys that you wanted. So if you're asking, what do I see Napoli? I see Conte staying next season. Do I want him to stay? I don't know. I don't think so. I would look for someone who plays more 4-3-3 football, because that's what Napoli is known for. We're not a 3 at the back team, and we concede too many goals with 3 at the back. It's just not working. Um, I would probably focus on signing some guys, like, obviously, now that we have Alisson Santos, that became kind of like a breakout player in the first few games, it changes my mind, because I was gonna say, let's sign a star winger. But if you already have guys in the club, like Vergara as a backup, I wouldn't start him, but Vergara as a backup, Alisson Santos potentially starting, Neres, it brings the question: do we really need to sign a starter, or do we just need a healthy team? Because if you look at Napoli's roster right now, every player on the team, like, my ideal, if assuming everyone's healthy right now, I want to see if you agree with me. Assuming everyone's healthy right now, this is how I would start Napoli in a 4-3-3. You have Vanya and Nets. I think he's clear of merit. I don't know if you agree. Uh,
I I think they're good. Both really good starting level goalkeepers. But
right,
Mingo Savic has been he's been
right.
top.
I agree. I think one of them is going to leave next season, probably Merit. But because you can't have 2 starting level keepers, you know what I mean?
Especially
Left
for
back,
his hope to be in the Azzurri team, he ain't gonna stay.
that's why. That's why. Left back, I would start Miguel Gutierrez. This guy is amazing. He's so good. He has such a high ceiling of potential. Yesterday he hit an elastico, and I was like, "Yo, my bad." Crazy player.
I saw that. I
I
saw that.
know. Center backs. Listen, I was on the Buongiorno Fuori via da Napoli train this season. I think we should give him a chance. He had a good season for us last year. I think he just has a very low point of confidence right now. So you know what? I would give
Yeah,
Buongiorno another chance. Maybe him and Rachmani another season together starting could work. But I would sign a young center back that's gonna replace Rachmani the season after. Because let's be real, he's not gonna stay forever. He's very
yeah,
injury prone as well. So someone that's ready on the levels of starting. I was thinking a guy like Ordonez. He's from Ecuador. He plays for Club Brugge. Very solid player. A guy like that. He's young. He plays in, like, I call these the middle tier of European football. Like the Portuguese league, the
yeah.
Netherlands, the Eredivisie, Belgium. Leagues like that, like, they're not quite ready for the top flight, but they're good. Those guys. I would also look maybe at the Argentinian league. There's a guy called Lautaro Rivero, very solid center back. Plays for River, solid center back. Those are some guys that I'm interested in. Right back, I actually would get rid of Di Lorenzo. I think his time has come. Like, it's time to go, blood. Give the
I've
captain's bat
never,
to McTominay.
I've never met somebody who had a nice thing to say of Di Lorenzo. Di Lorenzo, what have you done to these Napoli fans?
Di
Because
Lorenzo, bro. And the season he wanted to leave to go to Juve, he should have gone. He should have left. Like,
yeah,
I think we need a starting right back. We need a starting right back. I would look at a guy like Palestra. Palestra's a
he's
very
the
good
guy.
right back.
Everyone's looking at him right now.
Palestra's good.
Milan, even Roma, everybody's looking at
Yeah.
Palacio. He's like the next big thing.
Palestra's very good. There's another guy that plays in Switzerland, I believe. His name is Mattia Zanotti. Interesting guy to look at.
I think I've heard of him. I think I've heard of him. I'm
I think
not
he was in the Inter Academy before, but
Swiss
he
league, Switzerland. Any Swiss
played,
people, I'm not that familiar with your game. I never.
he plays for Lugano, if I'm correct. I could be completely wrong, but
He's
solid player.
Italian.
He's Italian, yeah. Mattia Zanotti, yeah.
Zanotti,
Yeah.
obviously, Zanotti's an Italian.
You got him. you got him there. I would actually sign a backup keeper that's young and ready to take the starting spot after Vanya. I would probably sign a guy like Desplanches, who plays for Palermo, or he's on loan now to Pescara, I believe, but he belongs to Palermo.
Was there really? How old is Vanya? Like, he got like he's what?
He's got some years. He's like 29 or something, so he's got maybe like 3 seasons.
He's got another 10 years as a goalkeeper.
Yeah, maybe
Like,
10. You're right. You're right. He's a keeper. Keeper's capito 40. Midfield. I'm going to speed it up because I feel like I'm dragging it. The midfielders, I would go McTominay. I think Lobotka might leave this season. I'm going to be honest. I think I would go Anguissa, McTominay, De Bruyne. But the problem with that is you don't really have a defensive option. So what do you do in that case? Does Anguissa drop a bit more back? Or do you start Gilmore and rotate Anguissa with like De Bruyne or something? I don't know. It's interesting to see, but it's better to have more players than less. So, there's that. You definitely might have to sign a backup CM, or maybe see a bit what's happening with the team. I know Spinazzola also said he was going to renew, so that's our backup left back because I don't think he's going to start ahead of Gutierrez. That will probably be my midfield. Maybe sign a guy or two. On the wing, I would start. Listen, I'm not gonna go off only form because if we're going off only form, Vergara would be the best player in the league right now. But Vergara has dropped off in the last few games. Let's be real. If his form continues, I would do David Neres on the right and Alison Santos on the left. I think we should purchase him. It's like a 12 million or 15 million buy option with a 3 million loan.
It's cheap. It's cheap for what he's done. For the production he's done, I saw him what he did against Roma. Destroys
refreshing play. Very Kvara-esque with his ball control, his dribbling. I would definitely take a guy like that.
Well, I think Vergara's more Kvara. I think Vergara's more Kvara. And Alison Santos,
maybe.
Maybe dribbling wise. When I see him dribble, I see Mbappe. Like the way he just runs at you guys. He just runs.
He's like a Neres regen. Like literally, like Neres is out. This guy came in. You know what I mean?
Bro, just you guys Napoli just spawning wingers out of nowhere, man.
We do. That's one thing. You can always count on Napoli to spawn in a winger every season. So I think those will be my starting wingers. Alison Neres, the Brazilian flair on the wing, and just imagine the aura of the celebration. They score a goal, they hit you with one of those, it's. Look at that. I maybe get a rotational winger. Because you need depth. You have Vergara on one side, maybe to like back up Neres, and then you get a guy on the left, someone else that I think if Lang comes back, we're gonna sell him if Conte's still there. Let's be honest. If Bagala is probably gonna buy him, like he's gonna stay there. And at striker, Højlund, he's young, bro. He's 23, 22. He's so much potential. You don't like Højlund? You don't rate him?
I think he's a good player. He's a good player, not a great player, not a great striker.
Right.
Like you won't win. I don't think Napoli will ever win a league title with Højlund because of Højlund.
You don't think so?
No, like we spoke to for people who don't know. We got a friend named Allah. He rates Højlund. He thinks Højlund's better than Lukaku, and I'm like, I don't see it. I don't think Højlund's better than Lukaku. I think
Lukaku is a great player, but he's just not in form right now. Like he needs to get back in shape.
I think with him, but that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't go with either of them.
Sign a new guy.
Sign a new guy.
You know who I would kind of sign and take a gamble on him, but not as the starter, but like fight for the starting spot. Tassos Dovbyk from Como.
That's exactly what I was gonna say as well. From Como, like Como's got so much talent.
Maximo Perrone, bring him to Napoli. Put him in the midfield. I forgot about it. Put him in the midfield.
Maximo Perrone FC, this guy is, bro. This guy is a leader.
I will stand on that. I'm the leader. If there is one Maximo Perrone fan, it's me.
Honestly, but no, because he's somebody. I think like he's got 10 goals now, 10 goals. 9 or 10 goals. Not the most goals, but like still, like if you put him around better players, which due respect to Como, they're good, but they're not amazing, which is crazy what Fabregas is doing. But like if you put him around Alison Santos, Vergara, Neres, Kevin De Bruyne, imagine Dovbyk. He's a big guy with a De Bruyne cross. You're looking at.
I think it's the type of striker that would fit the Napoli system well.
Exactly, man.
And I think Politano has to go. He has 0 goals in a year. It's been a whole calendar year. He's a winger. Like he had a great game against Torino. I have to admit, he played very well. But if you play one good game every 20 games, what is that? That's like your thesis of Pellegrini. Yeah. You know what I mean? You play one good game every 20 games. It doesn't make you a good player.
You know what I mean? Like it's just me. He's past his best. He's past his best. But he is Mr. Napoli right now. Like he's the guy that I don't know if Napoli will ever get rid of. That's the thing.
That's the problem. He loves Naples too much, but I don't think it's reciprocated. So that's the problem.
Bro, it's like pizza, bro. I'm telling you guys, Naples pizza.
Once you join Naples, bro. I forgot about a guy, bro. Giovanni. He's probably going to be the backup winger that we have there, I guess. I guess 3 Brazilian wingers.
They got a lot of talent. So that means next year, whoever it's Conte, whoever it's somebody else, they got a lot of decisions to do.
Does Juan Jesus sign another year? I don't know because I'm not mad at it because he's a good rotational player and he's perfect for the locker room. But like he cannot be the starter. He always ends up being the starter every season. We say now he's the backup and he ends up being the starter every season. How does that happen?
So Conte loves that experience. But one striker I think that Napoli could do with, two actually, there's the Roma boys. Evan Ferguson, and Evan Ferguson was actually linked to Napoli. I don't think he's a good option. But one guy who
Dovbyk.
I think there is a player. Yes, there is a player there, but I don't think that player will ever be in Rome. It's Artem Dovbyk. What do you think of Artem Dovbyk? He's a similar profile to Dubicaz, big guy.
Yeah, yeah,
I think he's a bit quicker than Dubicaz, in my opinion. The only problem with
yeah.
him is that he's got the Lukaku syndrome, bro. He puts a bit too much on the pounds, bro. He needs to lay off them weights, bro. Like,
Yeah.
him, bro.
Listen, I think Dovbyk when he was at Girona was a lethal force. When Dovbyk
Exactly.
was at Dnipro in Ukraine, he was a lethal force. But when he joined, like, with all due respect, I think the Spanish league is great for the top five teams. After that, it's easy to stat pad goals, right? Look at Muriqi. Muriqi when he was in Spain, or he was going like what? A bunch of goals. He's in Spain right now. He's one of the top scorers. Look at him at Lazio. He was horrendous. It's like when you put certain guys in certain leagues that it's easy to stat pad. And I'm not taking anything away from the Spanish league because I think the top three Spanish teams wash any of the Italian teams.
Yeah,
But um I'm talking about like from position 4 to 20. Bro, put Sassuolo against Villarreal, and I think Sassuolo has a chance to win that game or tie.
exactly. But the
Put
thing is, those big, bro, we never really see goals. What was his? I don't know his really stat because we don't know his stats against Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. Did he even score against them? I know he scored 24 goals in his
uh,
only season for Girona. But like, what was his
Yeah,
stats
I
against?
remember he had scored. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'd have to check that, but I remember he had scored in one season with Girona. He was the top scorer of the league, which I assume he must have
Yeah,
scored against the top teams. No.
I don't remember. Every time I watched when he came in, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch every single Girona game. I know I'm not. I don't.
Yeah,
I do have a
yeah,
life, but like respectfully, we never heard of Dovbyk against Barcelona, Dovbyk against Real Madrid, Dovbyk against Atletico. No, we never heard that. But
So
like,
okay, so I'm looking here. He scored a 6-minute hat trick against Sevilla, but Sevilla was washed that season.
yeah, Sevilla was poor that year.
He scored a
But
hat
like,
trick against Granada in a 7-0 win. With all due respect, Granada is in like the second tier.
yeah,
Barcelona, he scored a goal in a 4-2 win. He scored a goal against Osasuna. He scored a goal against Sociedad. Like, these are teams that, with all due respect, I think you can put a Como and they'll win. You can put a
yeah,
Fiorentina, by the way, like almost relegation, and they'll draw against the Sevilla. They'll draw against
yeah.
Valencia. So
Like I don't think there's a lot of these La Liga teams as good as in the top three are. Respectfully, the rest of the league is pretty
it's the same with
mediocre.
Bundesliga. Bayern will wipe the floor with any Italian team. I'm the first person to say it. Put Bayern Inter. Bayern wins in a two-leg 5-1. But if you put
Inter did beat them. Inter did beat them.
yeah,
Inter did
yeah,
have
yeah.
it.
But I'm talking about now. But you
Yeah,
put
yeah, yeah,
Bayer
yeah, yeah.
Leverkusen, you put Frankfurt, you put Hoffenheim, you put any other team, bro, they're not winning. They're not
No,
winning. And you see
top
Atalanta
four.
destroyed Dortmund. Atalanta shit.
Exactly. Top four Atalanta. Atalanta, who's pretty struggled this year, beat Dortmund, who's having their best league season in about a
4-1.
decade. 4-1. Roma beat top four Stuttgart. Stuttgart are going to play Champions League football next year. Roma comfortably beat them 2-3-0.
But that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
it's not comparable.
I think
That's
Italian football is very balanced. I'm not saying we're the best league. We're nowhere near it. But we're a very balanced league where any team. It's like the Prem is pretty balanced as well. I think Italy and the Prem are a very balanced. It's a good comparison. The Prem is just better quality, but because like let's say the Prem's 16th place team is actually a good team. Italy's 16th
yeah,
place team is average at most, but it's still better than like the Spanish 16th place team. So
much
like
better.
like let me pull up here. I'm actually curious. Let's see. La Liga standings. I want to see who the 15th place team is compared to our 15th place
I
team and
think
see
it's
what you think.
Sevilla. I think it's Sevilla this season.
Okay, so we got Sevilla 14th, Valencia 15th, Alaves 16th, Elche 17th. With all due respect, Alaves and Elche washed, okay? Not nothing for me.
In comparison to the Premier League, or
Right.
Fiorentina 17th. They were
Who's this? Fiorentina. Yeah. Let's look at Bundesliga. St. Pauli 15th, Werder Bremen 16th. Like these are teams that I don't think they're doing anything. And then you look at Serie A standings, 15, 16, 17. Serie A, we have Genoa, who has taken big points this season. Fiorentina, they're in Conference League. Cremonese taking big points, but they still are not a great team. And Torino 14th, right? These are teams that like they're not bad. Look at Torino yesterday. And then
I
if
think,
we
but I think these Serie A teams can either beat or give a lot of these other leagues the lower leagues,
yeah,
like, for example, the Bundesliga, La Liga,
yeah,
Liga, they're 16,
for
17
sure.
places with that team.
For sure. But it's no comparison with the Prem. Look at the Prem. Brighton 14th. Brighton beats all these teams. Leeds 15th. Tottenham 16th, Nottingham Forest. You know, like these are teams that they're winning. They're all in. Bro, Tottenham's still in the Champions League. Nottingham Forest is still in the Europa League.
Yeah.
You have West Ham 18th. West Ham would probably still win, but put Jared Bowen and Lecce. He's Lecce's best franchise player. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, he's there, but John Boyd and Lynch, they'll think he's the second coming of Maradona.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, but that's the thing. That's the thing, man. I just. But it went for me. I made a video before. It says, bro, a lot of the Bundesliga and La Liga are better than Serie A until it's time to be better than Serie A. Because every single time the Serie A comes to these leagues, last season Milan were finishing 7th. They beat Real Madrid, but Inter beat the champions of Spain, the champions of Germany comfortably. Like, come on, not comfortably, but like they beat them. Yes,
But
they
then
lost in the
obviously
final.
you face PSG, who's the best team in the world at the time, with the best manager in the world at the time. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
a
Like,
fact.
like that PSG team was never losing that final, bro. And on top of that, it made me happy to see it for two reasons. One, Inter lost in the final. I hate Inter, so that's good. And a second thing, Kvara got to score in the final and won the Champions League. And that's my favorite player, right? So to see that, it made me happy.
Yeah, but it's just a lot of these teams, a lot of these leagues are better than Serie A until it's time to be better than Serie A. Like Roma last season were comfortably beating a lot of these teams. Like Roma last season, Roma who are having a terrible season under Jose and De Rossi. Well, not terrible, but like subpar season. Went to the undefeated Leverkusen and pushed them to the end. Atalanta beat them 3-0. Like,
I'm curious to see what you think about this. Okay, I'm gonna name you teams in Liga from France, and you tell me if you think Roma would win in a two-legged fixture.
Two-legged fixture, okay.
I'm gonna start from the bottom of the table and go up and see where, and then I'll tell you where Roma would finish in the league based on what you said.
All right.
So we will start at the bottom. Metz. Roma. Nantes.
Roma win.
Auxerre.
Roma win.
Nice.
Roma win.
Yeah, Nice is not good this season. Paris FC.
Roma win.
Le Havre.
Roma win.
Toulouse.
Roma win.
Angers.
Roma win.
Lorient.
Roma win.
Brest.
Roma win.
Strasbourg.
Roma win.
Rennes.
Roma win.
Lille.
We lost to them, but Roma in a two-leg tie, we win.
I reckon they don't beat Lille, but that's my opinion.
We lost to them. Wow, it was like 1 in a billion. We would miss 3 penalties in a row.
Yeah, you're right. Monaco.
Roma win.
I don't know about that, bro. They're in great.
No,
they beat Paris. They beat Marseille.
Who's in Monaco? Ali Kouch.
Not Marseille, sorry, Lens or whatever.
Monaco, Lens, Ali Kouch. We beat them.
Okay, Marseille. Marseille right now you're winning because Marseille right now is shit, but
like, we beat them. All these teams we beat them. But like, cool, it's cool. And Lens right now is beating Auxerre or Paris FC. Roma's winning. Come on, man. Roma will finish second in Ligue 1.
So you think they finish ahead of Monaco, Lille, Marseille, and Lyon and Lens?
Yes.
So you think the only team Roma won't beat consistently is Paris Saint-Germain?
Yeah. But the thing is, bro, PSG this season, Roma get a game. PSG at the Olympico, with the way they're playing this season, Roma get a game.
That's the clip. That's for the clip. There's no way you're being serious right now. There's no way. Repeat what you said. Repeat what you said. Say it out loud. Look at the camera with your eyes and say it.
PSG in a two-legged tie, come to the Olympico, Roma get a result. Roma will win. We go to the Parc de France. It's a different conversation. Listen. They might put 6 past us, but hey, defensive football 1-0. I'm giving it Roma.
I'm gonna look at the camera right now. Paris Saint-Germain come to the Maradona. Nuno Mendes is putting in a left foot cross that no one at Napoli could ever do, meeting the head of Gonzalo Ramos, and they're winning. I'm telling you right now, we are not beating PSG. You guys are not beating PSG, bro.
PSG come to the Olympico. Numens struggles against Matthias Sule. That's for the clip. But no, like we get a game. We get a game. We finish second. In Ligue 1.
It's definitely a take. It's one of the takes.
No, Roma. I don't think a single Ligue 1 team could come top 4 apart from PSG.
Yeah, top 4. Yeah, you're right. In Italy, no.
Apart from PSG,
only PSG.
PSG would probably, even then, I don't think PSG could easily come in and win the league.
I don't think PSG would win the league though. I think PSG would struggle, like at the Inter Stadium or like.
No, bro,
Mind you, they beat Inter 5-5, whatever. But you know what I mean. Like I think they would struggle. I think they struggle against Juve.
I'm saying, but like, I'm saying, bro, PSG, Dembele, you haven't tried Allegri ball. You haven't played that yet. You haven't played that yet, bro.
Speaking of Ligue 1 ballers, would you take this guy as your striker? I don't know if you're familiar with him, but Joaquin Panichelli from Strasbourg, top scorer of Ligue 1.
Who? Who?
Nah, come on, bro. Argentinian baller might get a World Cup call up.
The only Ligue 1 striker that plays for Strasbourg, that's my French. Shout out to Madame Sono. Is Emmanuel Emega, that guy. Apart from
Netherlands.
Apart from that, respectfully, who?
But Joaquin Panichelli, top scorer of the league, 14 goals.
Where the hell is he from?
Argentina.
Bro, why does he sound French?
Joaquin, not Joaquin.
Joaquin. Like, bro, we don't know you on these streets, bro. Hey, at the end of the day, Daniel Marlin. We got Daniel Marlin. Don't worry about that.
Daniel Marlin, bro.
Let you know. Let Daniel Marlin reach Champions League football this year.
What's he gonna do?
I'm Real Madrid. We're coming. We're coming for Real Madrid, bro. Hey, Vinicius Jr. is cool. It's cool. You can beat me. You can beat Barcelona. You can beat PSG. You can beat Liverpool City. Hey, but you ready for David Rensch? Are you ready for the test of David Rensch? You're not ready for that test.
Bro, Vinicius Jr. will make Celik retire from professional football.
What you know? Hey, Mbappe, what you know about Gianluca Mancini? What you know about that? what you know? What you know about that?
Nah.
Hey, Rodrigo, I know you got ACL, but come back, bro. What you know about Angelino? What you know about Angelino?
Does he even play football anymore, Angelino?
Bro, hey, God knows what's wrong with him. I don't even know where he at, bro. He's somewhere, bro. He's somewhere.
Oh man! All right, let's stray away from the Liga 1, bro. Let's get back to our conversation.
Bro, actually, I've got no more questions. That's it, bro. No more questions. Hey, oh my God, it's been 32 minutes, bro. It's gonna be so much hell edited it, but hey, thank you for coming on, man.
Of course, bro. It was a pleasure.
You know, go to the account. Please go follow him on TikTok. I will link it down below, or I'll put it on the screen. Please do follow him. Elite content. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll leave you guys here and
have a good one.
Out, guys. Appreciate it.